What's up, everybody? Today I'll be making restaurant quality mashed potatoes, and these are perfect for Thanksgiving, for whatever get together you have for Christmas. I promise you, this is the best recipe for mashed potatoes. They are restaurant quality, and all you need is a few ingredients, a few tools, and you'll have amazing results. First up, I'll be starting with the ingredients. I have potatoes, and use rustic potatoes because these work much better and they come out beautifully. I have salt, butter, you're gonna need a lot of butter for this, and some black pepper, and that's optional. You can use white pepper if you'd like. For the tools, I have a rubber spatula, I have a pot, I have a heating element, I have a ricer, and if you don't have a ricer, try to buy one because these are priceless because they work perfectly for potatoes, and these make the best potatoes. And I have a paring knife. So that's basically all that you'll be needing. All you need next is some technique, and I'll be teaching you step by step how to make some perfect restaurant quality mashed potatoes. So now let's get started. So now, as you can see, I have my pot and I have my potatoes and enough water to cover my potatoes. And this is 2 pounds of potatoes, and it will work perfectly for 4 people. To my pot, I'll add my salt and again enough water to cover my potatoes. What I'll do next is I'll cover my pot and I'll turn my pot on to medium to low. You don't want this to boil, you want it to simmer. You don't want any bubbles in there, you just want it to gentle simmer, and you'll let this cook for about an hour. So after an hour, your potatoes will be perfectly cooked. And if you want to test them, what you'll do is you'll poke them with your knife. And they should go all the way through. Easily. No fight back. So all the way through, and you'll test pretty much all of them. So next up, you'll drain your potatoes. Next up, I'll peel my potatoes. I'll use my paring knife for that. And you'll want to cool your potatoes so you can handle them. So as soon as they're warm enough for you to handle, that's when you start peeling them. And you'll just peel them nice and easy. They come off nice and easy. Beautiful, and you just peel that off using a paring knife. And they slide right off, as you can see. Easy, easy, easy. And you'll place this right back in, and you'll do all of these. Next step, what I'll do is I'll bring across my ricer, and to my ricer I'll add my potatoes, one at a time, or however big your ricer is, how much fits, and you'll slide that in, and you'll keep going straight to your pot. Make sure your pot has no water in it, and you'll keep going. So now the next step, what I'll do is I'll cut my butter up into nice cubes. And now I'll put my burner on medium-low and make sure it's not too high. And now you'll try to dry out your potatoes. And this will help create a beautiful creamy potato. So you're trying to get out some of the water in there. And that's why you keep the peel on, because you don't want your potatoes to be peeled and in the water, because it's going to soak up a lot of that water. So now I'll keep going. As you can see now, it's coming together. I'll start adding my butter, and I'll add a few at a time, and I'll keep going. So as soon as it's dissolved, I'll keep adding more butter. So now that's basically it. All the butter is pretty much dissolved. And into your beautiful creamy, look at this mashed potatoes, beautiful creamy mashed potatoes. Nice and beautiful. Now at this stage you'll add your salt and pepper to taste. So now these are my beautiful potatoes, and I just transferred them to a bowl, and I went around just creating a nice little look, like so. And to the top, if you would like, you'd add some chives to the top of it, or you can just, this is optional, you don't need to, but some chives and potato, they go beautifully. So look at these beautiful mashed potatoes. I promise you, these are the best mashed potatoes that you will ever have, and you'll love them time and time again. And please remember a few techniques. Don't peel your potatoes, place them in a pot with cold water and some salt and cover them and keep them at medium to low temperature. You don't want it to come to a boil at all, and that'll go for about an hour until you test them and they're nice and tender. And then when it cools a little bit, you can peel them with your paring knife. And the number one tip is to use a ricer. This will keep your potatoes nice and fluffy and beautiful. I promise you, the ricer is the key to this beautiful potatoes. So if you like this recipe, please give it a big thumbs up, drop some comments below, and please share and subscribe. Thank you so much. Now I'll try this beautiful, beautiful mashed potatoes. What can I say? They're perfect. Promise you, you will love these mashed potatoes. Please make them for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, or whenever you feel you would like to make some mashed potatoes. They are delicious.